Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So one reason that I want to move out of the United States is that here in the United States, we don't know how to work as a team. And as a result, we all have to expend a lot of resources fighting over each other when we could work as a team, right? And this is the most acute when I'm trying to navigate any sort of social setting, a negotiation at the workplace, or uh, uh, recently when I returned to the dating world, right? Instead of us working together, helping each other find our best matches, we fight over each other and all expend a lot of effort, right? I was working at a tutoring center and I made the mistake of thinking that if I helped my teammates, they would reciprocate, and it did not work that way. What had happened was I had a colleague who wanted to take some time off to go to Disney with his kids, which is great. He and his wife had separated; they had joint custody, whatever the situation is. But it didn't reciprocate. In fact, I asked him for a very simple favor one time. What had happened was we were getting ready for the holidays. I was new there. I wanted the two of us to go to our boss together to talk about plans for taking some time off. It would make me feel a little bit more comfortable. And he initially agreed to it, but then I found out he asked for his time off without me in the conversation. And it just hurt. And I still cannot let that go. It's one of those things where I hope he goes to hell over. When I first started working at the Maricopa College system, I ran into some difficulty. I have a difficult time, and this is something that I can never get a straight answer for. Sometimes when I have a friend or a colleague that I can trust, I sometimes will ask them, but even then I rarely get a straightforward answer. For some bizarre reason, every time I go to a group, even if the group is complete strangers, right? All of the eyes and ears will pivot away from me for some bizarre reason, and I cannot understand why. And sometimes I have a trusted friend or even a trusted stranger amongst the group, and I ask them, I want your 100% honesty. Do you think you could give an honest answer? Sure, what is it? I'd like to know if there's anything off-putting about me, and you can be 100% honest. You know, we can go aside and you can tell me if you want to. And I've never gotten a straightforward answer. And it's one of those things, why don't we work together? If it's off-putting to you, chances are, it's not good for anybody involved, right? It's not like having one off-putting person in a group makes anybody better off, right? And so it's just one of those things, why don't we just work together and make the whole world better, right? It would never go that way in other parts of the world, right? I spent some time in Taiwan, and people are brutally honest about it, especially if you ask them about it. Right? And there's a lot more teamwork. Hey, can we go together to talk about vacation time with our boss? Would go pretty well in Taiwan, I want to say, right? There wouldn't be a lot of backstabbing and competition against each other. And we could actually move together as a team, right? I'm still very angry about that. Granted, I wasn't strong enough. Today, I probably wouldn't have done that. At the time, I didn't have a whole lot of resources to fall back on. In fact, soon I'm probably not going to have, I'm burning through my resources with my latest activities, and soon I'm going to be in a bad situation again. I hope to not get there again. All right, would you please pray for me by leaving a dislike on this video? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.